Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up by the luxuriness of the highest metric. The city just made it sweet with the diabetic.
To throw on the first play, McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. They'll try the left side. Oglesby. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Dio Dangbo there to make the play defensively. 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oglesby. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Looking to throw McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Vikings are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Open man, that's Felton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now a handoff running for the middle. And they'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here's McCarthy. Now he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run here with a rookie. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, it's Pearson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw, Williams. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing is Williams. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Formation for the Bears.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the book out.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all there will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Pearson. And a couple of yards as they move from the 21 to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On play action. Now McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Pushing his way through. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oglesby. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. Oglesby. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things are pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. To the air with McCarthy. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he's going to, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll make the score 14-0. Kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football. Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
extra point.
A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings pull it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw is Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Williams. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. Little lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Throwing that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
Those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
It's second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Williams. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air, Williams. Pass to the sideline, pulled in. He is out of bounds inside the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
To throw once more, here's Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. And Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. This squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The final shot before break. McCarthy. He'll get this into the hands of Price. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Will Reichard to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. That's the second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter. But it's just not clicking right now. And it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll find some space up to back to 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to beat down Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Pearson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down, Bears.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Monungai. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll tuck this and run. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. McCarthy. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Throwing again, McCarthy. Open man, that's Tillman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a give right side. Tillman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
14 yards.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the 12-yard line.
On the give, it's Vidal. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick here is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded it. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
A 4-yard gain.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw McCarthy. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. A try here for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Will Weichert to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Okay, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
2nd and 12.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brings up
3rd and 8. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they take a knee.